Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Africa Celebrities TV. My name is Bob Bright. Fellas boy, go back to your country. Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the overhyped players in the history of football. Look, it's annoying that I have to criticize the man I was considering as the greatest player of all time. Listen, I'm a die-hard Manchester United fan. And to come to do this video blasting Cristiano Ronaldo, it's annoying because this is just an egomaniac. The planet of Jupiter. Besides the planet of Jupiter. Look, what has happened is that Cristiano Ronaldo has released an uncensored interview with one Morgan. And that guy is one of the non-serious interviewers over there. The guy is very stupid and critical of Manchester United, how they were treating Ronaldo. But it's not the fault of Manchester United. CR7's career is slowly fading away, and he's the architect behind the demise of his career, always blaming people for his failures and failing to take responsibility for his own faults. I must say, Ronaldo, he has made some concerns which some are true, but the majority of them are not true. So if you're a die-hard Manchester United fan, you don't have to be supporting Ronaldo at all costs, even when the guy is proving that he's a clown who doesn't actually understand why he came back to the club. He doesn't understand his role in the team is to motivate the youngsters, bring them together and help uplift the spirit of the team. He's always out there to trend, cause commotion, make headlines when the team is about to make headlines for the positive reason in terms of performance. This guy comes out to release an explosive video doing interviews with Morgan. Who is that? What does this even speak of? As a 37-year-old striker who was supposed to lead the line and help the club move back to the glory days. Have you forgotten of the numerous promises that you made that, yes, I'm here not to retire, I'm here to win big trophies and help United do this? Where are all those promises, Cristiano? Where are all those big promises that you made? That I'm not here for a holiday or vacation, I'm here to win big trophies. Come and win, please, boy. Hey, I woke up this morning just seeing Ronaldo trending. Once again, it was hurting me from from deep inside my heart. It was hurting me as a Manchester United fan because I don't know how honestly this guy sees himself. Apparently his own career has been designed and built off by feeding from his colleague players, using them to score goals, thinking that he is the greatest player of all time. Look, I must be honest with you guys. In the beginning, I was a very die-hard Cristiano Ronaldo fan. But at a point in time, things started evolving, and I was able to decipher and see that this Ronaldo that we were supporting with all our might, he has been the fakest, the fakest artist in that game, in the business. Yes, and all this revelation started coming when he made that shocking move from Juventus to Manchester United. Ask yourself, where did Manchester United finish the previous 2 seasons before Ole got sacked after bringing CR7 back to Old Trafford? We finished in the we qualified for the Champions League, played 2 successive seasons, the Champions League. Then all of a sudden, CR7 wanted to leave Juventus because of similar concerns raised by the supporters of the club, that he was being selfish, egomaniac, disrespectful of his teammates, not listening to instructions from the manager. And here he is again, causing distraction, unnecessary attention, ruining the unity that the new coach Erik ten Hag is here to build. Let me quickly brush you guys through the concerns raised by Ronaldo. The concerns are that Erik ten Hag doesn't respect him, and so he will never respect Ten Hag. That's concern number 1. 2, that the manager and the whole club had wanted to throw him out of the club and he felt very surprised by that. And then 3, the technological materials at the club, the training materials, kits, restaurants are all outmoded, which is true. We know that Old Trafford, as the name says, it lacks basic amenities that are of the highest standards. So this is very true. But there are other things that he also spoke about the Manchester United legend Wayne Rooney, criticizing him all the time. So CR7 also gave a savage reply to that, saying yes, he doesn't understand why Ronaldo has been on Wayne Rooney has always been on his neck, criticizing him at the least opportunities. So CR7 replied with a savage statement saying that I don't want to say that I look better than him at my age, which is true. So for that one, you are settling a score with a hater. Yes, you are settling a score with someone who has been on your neck criticizing you all the time. Yes, but if he was doing that, ask yourself, what were you doing? What behaviors were you putting up? And here you are trying to tell us that another thing even he spoke about was Ralf Rangnick, who was appointed as interim manager after the departure of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So Cristiano said it was shocking for him to learn that Ralf Rangnick, who he had never seen or known before, was appointed as director of football, meaning he has never been a professional coach in his life. Coming to coach a big club like Manchester United, it was very surprising for him. And now this is another unnecessary silly statement he has decided to make. Look at what he was doing when Rangnick made that substitution during the matches in the Premier League. Visibly angry, throwing his hands up in the air and expressing his disrespect for the manager, which Rangnick contained very well. Rangnick, I think, sort of respected Cristiano Ronaldo on his greatness in the history of football. But did he extend that same respect back to Ralf Rangnick? Here he is today, blasting the former interim manager, saying that he has been a clueless boss or something. He said he was not worthy to be a boss of Manchester United. And that is Cristiano Ronaldo for you. For those of you who will go at all lengths to defend this idiot with inflated ego, it's all your fault. You have to start thinking twice, because honestly, here I am today. I didn't think I would come to dislike Ronaldo, but as I speak to you right now, I don't see Ronaldo the same as I saw him 3 years ago, 4 years ago. This player, his career is basically dead, and he wants to trend all the time. He wants to look at me. My son here, he wants to be part of the video. See how the camera. You see, this guy, he's all out to just be trending, and that's the only thing he can do to get attention, because his performance has decreased on the pitch. So instead of doing the talking on the pitch, he's now using his word of mouth to badmouth the club and said all sort of foolish things just to trend on social media and gain sympathy. But you should let your foot do the talking. You yourself, you know that you are no longer Ronaldo that we know. So why this unnecessary rant on social media, granting interviews? Because the manager had apparently sidelined you for 2 successive matches after you failed to impress him when he brought you back to the starting lineup against West Ham. What did you do? Absolutely nothing. They even handed you a captain armband against Aston Villa. What did you do? My friend, go and sit somewhere and retire peacefully, instead of ruining the remaining legacy that you've built. I don't even see him as a legend of that sort, because Ronaldo, as we know, he is not a legend of Manchester United. I don't know why people they think that he's. If you want to talk about Manchester United, it's Wayne Rooney, those guys who were doing all the dirty work for Ronaldo to score his goals and then celebrate penalties by rotating in the air and shouting "shoo." I think if Manchester United decides to forgive Ronaldo and give him a place in this team, it will make them appear and justify that they are a non-serious club. I don't think any other club in this world will tolerate this utter crap, utter nonsense, gross disobedience to your teammates, your manager, and the entire club. and he claims he wants the best for the club. So if the club is going to do the rebuilding by getting rid of him first, he would appreciate. If you are a hero, or as you see yourself, you can decide to terminate your contract. You are being paid 500,000 per week to do your talking on the pitch, to help improve results. And simply because you are not in the lineup, you see that you don't have any use to the team. So you must play at all costs, sacrificing the team for your individual goals. For your information, let me tell you that it's too late for you to continue your rivalry with the greatest player of all time, which is Messi. Messi, with 7 Ballon d'Ors to his name, he has won my heart as of now. And the good debate is over. So you don't have anything to brag about apart from the 5 Champions League that you won at Real Madrid. And that thanks to even Benzema, Casemiro, Modric, and other young forwards who were providing you the assist and spoon feeding you. When you went to you left Madrid and you went to Juventus, daring to win Champions League after Champions League, what did you do? I used to defend Cristiano Ronaldo at all costs, but I've changed my mind. I've changed my heart, because that's what you are supposed to do. To grow is to change, and to be perfect is to have undergone a number of changes. This is one famous quote I remember from my SHS headmaster. So this guy has failed to produce massive results in recent times, and he's all looking at his achievements over the previous seasons. I'm a 5-time Ballon d'Or winner, 5-time Champions League winner. That's all he knows. The men's all-time top scorer in the history of football, Mr. Champions League, and what have you. But your impact, if you are a leader, a legendary player like you see yourself, you should be able to measure your output, your impact on the team, even if you are sitting on the bench. Support your teammates. I can cite 3, 4, or 5 incidents of Ronaldo disrespecting and ruining the beautiful chemistry that has been existing in Manchester United. First of all, he missed pre-season, which is a crime. Very disrespectful. A great player of you missing pre-season with a new manager coming in, you refuse to go for training and saying that your little girl was sick and Manchester United didn't believe you when you raised that concern. Are you the only player who is married? Other players equally had kids. We never even hear of them complaining. How do you want the club to treat you? They are paying your wages. So you missed pre-season, which was a crime. And that thing actually annoyed the manager so much that he considered not starting you for the first few opening games, which was what happened. And that was where the whole thing started, the whole fight started. Because you, a retiring player of 37 years, almost 38 years, you can't use your common sense. And you are still chasing after records to compete with Lionel Messi of PSG. I'm rooting for Messi to win this World Cup so that it will even pay Ronaldo the more, because this is a player who is all looking out for his own goals without the collective efforts of the team taken into consideration. And I always say that I'm happy that I don't see the illustrious start of his career, but I'm very excited that I'm seeing the end of Cristiano Ronaldo, the end of a 20-year career marked by scandals, millions of penalties being awarded, then some free kicks, spectacular free kicks here and there. Then a couple, then thousands of tap-ins, tap-in goals and aerial goals. Yes, you've done a lot for football, but to come this low and ruin your ego, trying to insult the club and saying that United fans support you no matter what, it is not true that Manchester United fans, only the narrow-minded Manchester United fans will do that. Because yes, the history of this club has been built not only by Ronaldo, but several club legends, going back to Eric Cantona, sports coach Roy Keane, Wayne Rooney, Gary Neville, a lot top players. Not only Ronaldo. I see Ronaldo, if you are listing the top 10 club legends, he will make the last name on that list. How many assists? If you want, listen. If you want to assess a great player, you see, like Ronaldo, how his impact is, how he's selfless. Look at his assist records, his striker right. Even if you're a central striker, you shouldn't be that selfish, because there are times that you have to pass the ball to a fellow player to score. He rarely does that. He rarely celebrates goals of his colleagues, which explains why, when he was kept on that bench and Manchester United managed to beat Tottenham massively, he decided to get up, refusing to come up as a substitute. So he refused to be used as a sub, and he left the pitch early when the match had not yet been closed. Which other club in this world would tolerate this nonsense? United, if they are serious, they should just terminate this guy's contract, because we don't want this annoying issues cropping up here and there. And if they allow him to stay, things will keep moving this way. Because if you come and tell us that you don't respect the manager because he doesn't respect you, how do you want him to respect you when you yourself you don't respect him? In the first place, you missed pre-season, which was very criminal of you to do that. You should have been arrested for that crime. You came back from Portugal with your wife, and now the beginning of the season, the last match of pre-season, I think that was against Rayo Vallecano. The manager started you in the match and brought you off after halftime. Do you know what Ronaldo did? He decided to leave early, and that one, the manager even raised a very serious concern, and he gave a warning, not only to Ronaldo but all the players, saying that, look, we are doing a serious rebuilding here, so no room for early departures. We are a team, we must stay together and do everything together. He didn't take that advice into his head, his dirty coconut head. And he misbehaved several times throughout the beginning of the season. For example, there was one instance that he appeared refusing to listen to instructions from the manager. He was kind of rubbing shoulders with the coach and doubting his instructions that were being given to him. And this is what makes Messi the GOAT, because Messi has been very humble throughout his career. If you're looking at the number of assists Messi has provided and the goals he has also scored for himself, you realize that this is a selfless player who is worthy of all that he has got in his life. I'm proud of all his achievements. But for Ronaldo, cheating throughout his life as a player. And I think France football must withdraw all his Ballon d'Ors. They should scrap all his Ballon d'Ors out of his dirty ass. Because he's not a player. If I have a son, I wouldn't want my son to emulate the career of Ronaldo. Trust me. And I would smack him I would smack him if my kid were to try to see Ronaldo as a role model or something. I would smack him. I would smack the hell out of him. Because he's not Ronaldo is not a team player. Never been a team player. Juventus fans were saying this, and even Juve players like Chiellini and Bonucci, they criticize Ronaldo. His attitude to his fellow teammates, very poor. Zero respect. Respect is always reciprocal, as you claimed. So you have never been respectful of your team, your previous teams, and that was why your oversized ego led you to seek for a transfer away from Madrid, move to Juventus in the name of winning Ballon d'Ors and Champions Leagues, only to be disappointed. Only to be disappointed. And even after that, Juventus they saved a lot of money on your hefty wages when you departed Manchester United for £25 million as transfer fee. They saved a lot of money. So Manchester United should do the smartest thing, make the smartest move by also what kind of sidelining him, because it doesn't make sense for you to just stay here claiming £500,000 per week and then insulting the club, insulting your colleague players as if you have no fault. You also have your own issues, so sometimes you have to man up, be a man, say the truth. Don't only criticize your fellow players when you yourself you've been a scumbag. So guys, that's what has been training. The full video will come out very soon, and you get to feel the reality of Ronaldo, the biggest scam, the biggest fraud in the history of modern football. Never see this guy as the GOAT, because it's a serious GOAT would never insult the club that made him who he is. Manchester United signed Ronaldo around 2000, I think 2000 to 2004. So they developed you to be a great player. You departed the club for Madrid to go and make history, which you did, scoring 453 or so goals and being the club's all-time top scorer. All said and done. But now your career is dead. Your best days are far behind you. So realize that you can never cheat nature. So time is ticking. Your genes are telling you slow down. Slow down. And brace for retirement. You don't want to do that. Still seeing yourself as some young guy who can still play those tricks. When was the last time you dribbled a defender 1v1, even 1v2? When was the last time you did that? When was the last time you scored a free kick? When was the last time you scored a good header for Manchester United? And you should know that if a club is going through a revolution like this, certainly things will not be perfect. And you knew all these things when you were signing for the club. So when you knew that the club was still in this sort of development, you shouldn't have come at all, because you know that you have been winning trophies in your career and United have not been winning. So why come? Because you think you can do your magic. Well, there's no magic. There's no magic for you here, because you are the virus. United tolerated Pogba's nonsense and behavior for a long time, until they finally realized that they were keeping a disaster, and they let him leave, which was the best decision. So I dare and I challenge the club to take the same smartest decision. Don't allow this fraud to just be doing things that will mar the image of the whole club. My little boy is disturbing me. He's making a lot of noise. I want to shut him down. He's being aggressive. So listen, that's what is happening. If the full explosive interviews comes out, more beans will be spilled. And I'm even sort of sympathizing with Ralph Rangnick, this elderly man who has been known as the father of gegenpressing. I think he did his best, because basically the club was collapsing Even under Ole, who was an experienced coach to some level, he couldn't correct that. So Rangnick came. Players too were not being, they were not being skillful. They were not being at their best. So how can results come? So it was down to the OC was down to a lot of factors. So we can blame Rangnick for not being experienced enough, but the players too should take responsibility for their own shortcomings. So I must say, Manchester United should just let this guy go. We are rebuilding the club, so everything should start from scratch, as CR7 himself has suggested. Don't allow this virus to remain on the bench and then destroying the image, the club, its fans, its history should be protected. Let him go. He has nothing to the team. As far as I know, United have played much better with the younger players than with Ronaldo. Last season, he scored how many goals? 18 Premier League goals and 24 goals across all competitions. This season, he has started a good number of matches. How many has he scored? He has been struggling in front of goal, unable to find his best form. So his cup is full. Let him go, because honestly, it should be over. If you tolerate this nonsense from Ronaldo, you'll be forced to tolerate this nonsense if other players start to also follow his trajectory. So that's why I'm just saying that they should just call it quits, because Ronaldo himself is tired of the club. The fans too are tired of Ronaldo, because we will not support this no matter what, whether we are winning trophies or not winning trophies. I'm still in my Manchester jersey, Mancunian. So Manchester is red. I wouldn't stop supporting the club because they are not winning trophies. We still hope for the very best, because things happen this way. It took Liverpool 30 years to wait to win their first league title recently under Klopp. So yeah, you should know that football today is advanced more often than we think. Tactics don't often work. So it will take a lot of issues, a lot of perfect planning, a lot of revolution for the club to reclaim its title in European football. So honestly, the truth must be said. I think I agree with some of the issues that Ronaldo raised, but not all of them. So yeah, the Glazer ownership, they have held the club back for several years. So which is true. But with the new manager coming, I really have high confidence in the Eric Ten Hag to turn things around. So Ronaldo shouldn't be allowed to disturb the efforts, the plans this manager has for the team, and a senior player like Ronaldo to come out and say he doesn't respect the boss. So if Ronaldo says he doesn't respect the boss, just imagine what the other players will say. The kids too will follow that example and start being egoistical, which is very, 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 very sad. Ronaldo is only going to worsen. It's only going to worsen matters. So they should allow him, sell him. Apparently no club even wanted to buy him last summer. He claimed his daughter was sick, yet his agent Mendes was flying throughout Europe begging for clubs to take Ronaldo, and yet they expressed zero confidence in signing him, which in itself says a lot. Ronaldo is a dead goat. So there you go. The end of Ronaldo. The chapter is over. History has been written. Yes, history has been written, because when he came back, he said, yes, I made great history with this club, and I'm here again to make the history. Yes, history has been written again on Ronaldo Part 2. Foolish boy. You've never been a great player. You've never been a great player. As far as I've gotten to know the real Ronaldo, you've never been the superstar that you are. So all the followers that you have gained on social media may have 100 million, is it 300 million or 200 million followers on Instagram. You have defrauded them, and you should be arrested for that. Throwing dust into the eyes of the football fans, and then being so selfish. You've built your career off uh, feeding on players. Their hard work. Your person has been the poorest among top strikers in Europe. So never never ever make that mistake to think that Manchester United cannot do without you. United have been doing quite well without Ronaldo, and they will continue to do well even when you depart. You are a millionaire. So if you want to terminate your contract, you can terminate your contract and still survive, as long as there is a club willing to take you. And I don't even see that club coming. Which club is coming to sign Ronaldo, 37 years old, who will come want to play all matches 90 minutes, even if he's goalless on a goalless run? He doesn't care the results coming. He only cares about making appearances. There you go. So that's it. If things don't go out as you planned, the marriage between the club and Ronaldo, it should be annulled, declared null and void, so that everyone can have his own peace and tranquility. Because this matter is hurting me, and I'm taking it very personal. If I see Cristiano Ronaldo, I may not greet him. Even for the first time, I may not greet him because I don't see him that important. I don't see him that legendary or something. He's just an ordinary player who is just trying to see himself as the GOAT. But he has never been close to being the GOAT. The real GOAT is Messi. I agree it. You will see what will happen in Qatar 2022. You will see what will happen in the Qatar World Cup. But I don't see Ronaldo even having a greater impact in this match. So you will see what will happen. Thanks for watching. As I said earlier on, my name is Bob Bright, a diehard Manchester United fan. Subscribe, leave a comment, and then just whatever is in your mind, just say it and be free. Because we are all entitled to our opinions. So Ronaldo can come out and say that he doesn't like Manchester United. So we too, we can come out and say our mind. Don't be afraid of Ronaldo. If he's wrong, tell him he's wrong. Because that's what football is supposed to be. People should be able to express their freedom, their opinions freely, like he has done, sacrificing his teammates. Hey, this Ronaldo. If I get him, I go punch him. I go punch him one blow. Make you see say yes. This John life they do, be fair. For stop being disrespectful. So that's it. If you want to see my jersey, look at the name at the back. Let you sign me. I can replace Ronaldo. Yeah, I can train as a striker and play better than Ronaldo is playing, of course. Thanks for watching, and see you guys very soon in another video.